In this video, we are going to take a look at this story, ladies and gentlemen. You remember this guy, the Treasurer General of the MK Party. Let's talk about him. Let's hear from the horse's mouth, so that we can understand exactly, ladies and gentlemen, on what happened. Why did he resign and everything like that? Let's go.
Good afternoon to you and your viewers. Essentially, it was meant to be not a very long-term appointment. As I took on the appointment, we had about 4 rallies. There was an immediate realization that the work is a lot more intense. It actually needs more of a full-time Treasurer General. I have other professional and business commitments, so my task was to see through the immediate tasks, which was successfully executing the rally in Durban at Moses Mabhida, our first year anniversary. The second was the gala dinner. The third was to make sure we begin laying the groundwork for our structures, rolling out offices nationally, and implementing some systems and controls, which the team is busy with. Yeah.
And so the team is still busy with rolling out those structures. So that suggests then that your work is incomplete as you leave.
Not necessarily. It does suggest the work is a lot and it's intense and it needs to be overseen by somebody who can allocate the time.
So there's interim and then there's a month. That seems short by any stretch of the imagination. And
okay, so the reason why he was appointed so that he can see the functions that actually they had, which was the gala dinner and also the Moses Mabhida thing. And so as he actually, I think, going to say that he has other businesses that he's actually running personally, which I think it's a good thing, you know. This thing of depending on politicians, it's not working for some people, you know. That is why I believe he's one of those guys, maybe, you know, he's in politics, but not like as in like fully in politics, you know. So I guess behind the scenes, or when they appointed him, it was like, listen, we want to just to push until, you know, these events are over. Anyway, let's continue.
when your appointment was announced, for all intents and purposes, it wasn't pitched as something that would be this short-lived. Internally, was this always the conversation?
It was always a short-lived appointment because of my professional commitment.
Had you always agreed on a month, I think is what I'm trying to understand.
Not necessarily a month.
How long was it supposed to be?
It was around 3 months or so. But the most important issue is when you look at the intensity of the work, I can't properly do the party justice and do my other professional commitments justice. So I had to be honest with the president that, look, coming in, I did not know the scale of the job. Having been involved in it, this is quite intense.
Not quite what you signed up for.
Well, so as you can see, guys, that, you know, in most cases when we see these stories on the internet, you know, on YouTube videos and everything, the thing is, when it comes to politics, in all the parties or in all the politics, okay, we think that now, because we don't know what is happening behind the scenes, we don't know about the talks. Now, for me, if you ask me from a corner or between you and me right now on this channel, okay, if a man gets into a position or is appointed to a position, okay, and then when he gets there, and then he finds out that, nah, my guy, this thing, I don't think that I will handle this, or I think this is going to disturb me, okay, in my personal capacity as a business person or as a person who is doing other things that I am doing, you know. So it takes a man to actually say, listen, me, Mr. President, I thank you for the confidence in me and all of that, but I don't think I can handle this position, okay? Maybe they agreed that, okay, no, it's fine. All you can do is just to do it maybe until the events, and which I think actually on his personal capacity, I do actually admire him for doing that. Not people who will stay in a position even if they see that actually it's not working, even if they see that it's not working. People, they will stick to positions where they see that they are failing. I like him because he decided to say, listen, I understand the confidence, everything, but the work that is supposed to be done here, it's a huge work. And besides all of that, I've got my other things on my personal capacity, which is actually good. And I think we need people like that, not people who will stay in positions even when they see that actually this thing is bad, it's not working, you are missing meetings, you are not making right decisions. And the reason why maybe you are doing that is because you can see it is not happening, you can't handle the position, and maybe because you've got other things on the side. All right, which is not a bad thing to have other businesses on the side for yourself. Okay, but if you are in a position where you see that, nah, you know what, I can't handle this, it is okay for you to step back and say, Mr. President, thank you for the confidence, I am out. Okay, put somebody at least who will put the whole energy into it. I was listening to one of the videos on YouTube, and then he was talking about social media, where he was actually saying, if you run a business, or if you want to make money online, okay, as a business, or you want to create a business, okay, online, you must not be a person who is in all the social media. That means you are on TikTok, you are on Facebook, you are on Trends, you are on Instagram, you are on Twitter, you are on even the others that we even don't know. Why? Because your energy, okay, it's going to be focused in many different things. That means the energy and also the strength, it's going to be spread around. But if you focus on one platform and you put energy on it and you work on it, it might work for your business, and it might make your business actually successful, instead of you spreading your energies. This guy, maybe he was thinking, you know what, I've got this job here at the MK party, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I've got my own personal businesses on the side, and it also needs some energy. It also needs some strength. It also needs some attention. So I can't handle all these things at once. Let me just leave the MK, because there are people, who can be able to do better than I am doing. And all of that, which I think actually it's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, it is good that we are hearing from the horse's mouth. I like it. That's why I depend for me, guys. Whether a person is lying, whether a person is telling us just a story, it's fine as long as it comes from the horse's mouth. One day, if he's lying, one day he will be questioned and say, "But you lied, but you said," and all of that. But I love it because it comes from the horse's mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please, you can like the video, you can subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate all of that. Ladies and gents, sharp.